In the bustling city of Dallas, Texas, a young man named Ethan Miller sat in front of his computer with a sense of determination burning in his eyes. He had been investigating phone scams for months, listening to victim stories and learning how these call centers operated. His mission was simple: expose them and help shut them down. Ethan had grown up fascinated by technology, and by his late 20s, he had become a cybersecurity expert. He used his skills to protect businesses from online threats, but what bothered him most was how ordinary people, seniors, students, hardworking families, were being drained of their savings by ruthless scammers. He could no longer sit by and watch. One morning, Ethan received an urgent message from Linda Rodriguez, a retired schoolteacher from San Antonio. She explained that she had nearly lost $15,000 to a call center scam that pretended to be the IRS. They had threatened her with arrest and scared her into withdrawing her money, but she hesitated just in time. Ethan reassured her, promised to help, and asked for the phone number the scammers had used. With that lead, Ethan began tracing the call center's digital footprint. Using his specialized tools, he followed their online patterns, IP addresses, and the servers they used. To his shock, he discovered that the scammers were operating out of a large building in New Jersey, pretending to be a legitimate tech support company. They had dozens of agents cold-calling Americans all day long. Ethan decided it was time to act. But instead of confronting them alone, he planned to involve the Cybercrime Police Division. He first called the scammers, disguising his voice as a worried old man. "Hello, this is Robert from Dallas," Ethan said, pretending to be confused. "I got a message saying my computer is hacked. Can you help me?" The scammer on the other side, with a heavy, rehearsed accent, quickly replied, "Yes, sir. We are Microsoft support. Please do not worry. Just follow my instructions, and we will fix your problem. But first, you need to pay a security fee of $399. Ethan chuckled silently and played along, acting as if he didn't understand. He dragged the call for almost an hour, gathering names, employee IDs, and listening to their script. Behind their fake politeness, he could sense their greed and pressure tactics. When he had enough evidence, he hung up and immediately dialed the Cybercrime Police Division in Dallas. "This is Officer Michael Turner, Cybercrime Department. How can I help you?" Ethan explained everything: the scam scripts, the building in New Jersey, the victim stories, and how they were exploiting fear to steal money. Officer Turner listened carefully. "You've done excellent work, Ethan. With the information you've provided, we can coordinate with New Jersey authorities and launch an operation. But we'll need you to stay on the line when we make contact." Within days, the plan was set. Ethan would call the scammers again, while the cybercrime police traced the communication in real time. On the day of the sting, Ethan dialed the call center once more. This time, he put the phone on speaker while sitting in the police station with Officer Turner and his team. "Hello, this is Microsoft support," the scammer greeted. Ethan pretended to panic. "Oh no! My screen turned blue again. Please help." The scammer demanded remote access to his computer. As soon as he tried to connect, the cybercrime police captured the IP and location. Officer Turner nodded to his team, who immediately relayed the data to officers stationed outside the scammer building in New Jersey. Suddenly, in the middle of the call, Ethan heard commotion on the other side. Shouting voices, footsteps, and the scammer nervously saying, "Sir, I will call you back later." Then the line went dead. Within minutes, the cybercrime police raided the call center. Over 40 people were taken into custody. Dozens of computers, stacks of victim files, and illegal transaction receipts were seized as evidence. The mastermind, a man named Victor Hayes, was arrested on the spot. News spread across Dallas and New Jersey the very next morning. Local TV stations ran headlines: "Cybercrime police shut down multi-million-dollar scam call center." Linda Rodriguez, the retired teacher who almost lost her savings, called Ethan in tears of gratitude. "You saved so many people from falling into their trap. God bless you, son." Ethan felt a deep sense of relief. For months, he had been fighting a digital war against unseen criminals, but now he had watched them crumble under real justice. Officer Turner shook his hand. "You're a hero, Ethan. Without your persistence, we might never have tracked them so quickly." But Ethan only smiled humbly. "I just wanted to do the right thing. These scammers prey on fear. We have to fight back with courage. In the weeks that followed, dozens of victims came forward, thanking the cybercrime police for their swift action. Many got their money refunded after the investigation traced the stolen funds. The building in New Jersey that once echoed with scam calls now stood empty, sealed with police tape. Ethan continued his work, but this victory fueled his determination. He knew there were still countless call centers out there, hiding behind fake numbers and polished scripts. But with each step, with every scammer exposed, he was one step closer to making the digital world safer. And so, in the city of Dallas, Ethan Miller became known as the man who not only exposed scammers but also brought the cybercrime police into the battle, turning his rage into justice.